welcome to our new reading. So guys, this reading is all about directions to your future spouse, okay? So we're having 4 piles as usual, and I will give you directions to your future spouse. That means what is going on, where you might meet them, when is the timing. I'm gonna look at places, we're gonna look at the energy. So everything what comes in, okay? So directions to your future spouse, that's how I call it. And we have these beautiful cards, and I will incorporate them into the reading. So first of all, we have this beautiful potion, and I will just show you the potion. You can also see the card with choose a new direction, but I will show you, please decide by the potions. I think this is very important. So this is this beautiful potion. Some of you might already have a favorite potion and you're looking for this. So this potion, this is our pile 2 for today. Look at this, beautiful. There are stones in there and it's silver glitter. And the card says, go, the timing is right. Okay. Then we have a potion with no. And we have here the witchy potion with this color, the glitter and the spider web on top. Okay, so if you feel drawn to this one, please check out this one. And we have let go. We have this beautiful potion. I'm gonna show you. It's like snowy in there. You see this? So amazing. So this is our path 4 for today. So if you feel drawn to this, please take this direction. Okay, so please choose your potion, and then I see you at your path, guys. My name is Purple. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please check out my future spouse playlist. I have lots of future spouse readings and we're always doing new ones, so welcome to that. And I hope you like my channel. I also have all different kinds of readings, from celebrity crush readings till soulmate readings. Please check them all out. Okay, there are so many readings I have. And yeah, welcome to my channel. Take care, guys. So hello, my pile 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose this beautiful potion, the purple potion with all the, there are purple hearts in there. I don't know if you see them. That's so cute. And then we have the card choose a new direction. So let's see, the reading is called direction to your future spouse. So I think this is very important. So I'm gonna look into this. First of all, we're getting a card with the, yeah, with the, this is the, what is it called? Elemental Oracle, okay? So there are directions in there. So what direction should we choose now? So choose a new direction means there's something, and we have the eye here repeated. I chose that potion because it has a similar look here, like this eye. You see this? I used similar decoration for this potion. So there's something about a new way that you have to choose in order to move forward to your future spouse. So we're gonna look into what is this. Pile 1, please. What is this, universe? Okay, it fell out. It fell out. And we have the rain, okay? And it says, what does it say? It's fecundity. Gotta look that up. Interesting. So we have also number 35. We have the woman here standing in the rain, and you see how that there is like a seed already growing in her belly. So this means that you have an idea, or something is already flourishing. There's something where it's kind of like you know who your future spouse is, or you already know where to find them. But the rain symbolizes it's not yet time. Yeah, the rain means that this love, there's something that still needs to grow. We see this little plant here, but it's still a little plant, right? It's not something that has been grown to the point that you can marry, or that you can go into a committed relationship if you're not with this person. This almost screams for me like soulmate connection, where you guys know each other, but you also know that there's a lot of things that still have to happen with the rain. There's a lot of more foundation, there's a lot of more experiences, and there's a lot of time apart with the rain. There's a lot of time where the both of you still need to grow. Yeah, so it could be that you both are very young, or that it's not the time yet for this connection to come into being a relationship. So that's why it says choose a new direction. There's something also here, what I'm feeling, where you exactly know that at the point where you are in your life, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, you're not gonna meet the guy. It's like, let me make this clear. It's almost as if you are at the point in your life where you know this person is not in the surrounding. You kind of know they're far away. Yeah, we see this big open meadow. There are limited possibilities. You know this person's out there. If you have someone in mind, they are not living with you. This is almost like, you know, they are where there's a lot of rain. So maybe there's a place where there's a lot of rain and we might find them there, okay? But it's definitely not where you are, because you know this. Yeah, we have the eye. You already see. You're not gonna walk outside and you see them walking by in your country. So your future spouse, my pal one, is not where you are at the moment, okay? And that's why it says choose a new direction. And you know that. You exactly know that. And that's why the rain is also here. So now we're going to take a card from this deck, yeah, with the tree. And we have, wow, look at this, Green Man. Green Man is like an Ireland myth, right? So Green Man is like the earth, someone that is, I feel someone that is like taking care of the earth. This could be someone that is like yeah, someone that is like how can I say that? Like the activist for the earth. Yeah, could be that they are very into saving energy and into, maybe they drive, you know, like an electric car. I think they take care about this. Yeah, this might be that you recognize them with this. This is one of the reasons. If you're not into this, it could just mean that your person speaks English, okay? It could mean that they speak English, or that you find them in a country where there's an English-speaking community. What I also see with the Green Man is, you know, the Green Man is almost like a fool and a magician into one. So this connection has not been manifested yet. And you know that where you are, where you can see people, this is not where your future spouse is. They come from, definitely from a different country, because Green Man also tells me Ireland, England, you know, some English-speaking country, but definitely, I mean, yeah, I mean, there is rain in England, right? So maybe they could come from Great Britain or England or Ireland, like Europe in some kind of way. Or there's also a big Irish-speaking community in the United States, right? Like immigrants that immigrated like 100 years ago. Wow, what's going on? Yeah. Okay, this card I also have, we have a relationship change. This card came up. Number 56. So number 56 could also be important. It could mean, yeah, for some of you, let me see so that you can see the cards. For some of you, this could mean that there has to be change in order for this relationship to come into fruition. There has to be a change of, yeah, maybe you living in a different country. Maybe you moving there where your person is. If you know who this person is, if you have an idea, it could be that the seed is already planted. There's like a soulmate connection already blossoming. But you guys are of long distance, you guys don't see each other. So it could be someone that you recently met, or that you are together for some time, and they might come from a different country. Yeah, I do think that's, and, but there's like you don't see each other, right? With the eye, choose a new direction. This is like, yeah, there's somewhere else than where you live. They're definitely somewhere else. Like your future spouse is definitely not in your country. They definitely come from a different country. So let's get more information. Why is relationship change here? Can you? Okay, we have blossoming again, cornucopia. Yeah, Gemini energy. I don't know. This is coming through. This could be your person. With the cornucopia, this also means that there is, you know, this connection is very fruitious. This connection is very fruitful when it comes to manifesting big things. So this could also be someone with a cornucopia that is wealthy, yeah, someone that lives in another country. Or it could mean that, you know, in order to be with that person, you know, the plant here that is already in your belly. Yeah, this could also mean that you have a child with that future spouse, but it could also mean that you know, the divine feminine, that this is your spiritual connection, and you already know who this is because you already have the plant inside of you. So you have kind of like a plan. You kind of know who they are, and in order for this to bear fruits, like the Empress here with the rain, and we all know that you know, when we rain on the earth, on the plants, yeah, it's growing really good. So at the moment it could be that it's not growing because you're not together and you cannot rain on each other, right? You cannot rain. So there needs to be change here in order that this connection could be very fruitful. And I think that a change could also involve a move. So mean you have to move to another country to see them. Could be that you know them. What else can you tell me? What is the direction here to this future spouse? So now we're going to look into these relationship cards or messages. Oh, wow. We have Plato's The Symposium coming out. According to Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Oh, twin flame coming out. Zeus split them into 2 separate beings, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. This is the, for some people, they say this, that in Plato's Symposium, he describes actually the origin of twin flames. Yeah. So this is coming through that you guys have this spiritual connection, that you are already looking for each other, that this is your twin flame, and you already know them. You already, could be that because of the plant is already there. It could be that the both of you have already found each other. Yeah, it could be that you both have found each other already. Wow, this is beautiful. It could be that when the 2 of you are together, in order, because I'm looking what this English is all about. It could be that, you know, they could also come from a different country, but English, you know, is the language of the world. So it could be that you guys, because you come from different countries, that you speak English to each other. Yeah. So it could be like, let's say, you know, like I'm from Germany, my twin flame is from South Korea, but you know, since we're not speaking each other's languages, we could speak English to each other. So this would be like a understanding why Ireland, why England is here, yeah? So let's see. What is the place that is most significant in the direction here of this future spouse? What is the place that is most significant? So we're going to look into places now. What comes out, Spirit? What is the place most significant? And we have a card coming out. Let me see what this is. Oh, the cemetery. Okay, and it says memories laid to rest, legacies preserved. With the cemetery coming up, it could be that there has to be like death, right? Death means that, you know, in order for this connection to flourish, you have to put something to rest in your life. And that means you have to say goodbye. I feel it's here like the country, like you have to move in order to be with this person. It could also be that the cemetery speaks of where you will meet each other. It could be that you meet each other at the cemetery. It could also be that death means transformation. Yeah, that this connection, in order to flourish, in order for the synergy, I mean, you're very connected with the synergy. Like I see that you could be twin flames, you could be very connected in the mind, in the heart. You guys grow together. Yeah, this could also, because we have the cornucopia, the wonderful things that come out of this connection. A lot of, I mean, cornucopia stands for a lot of wealth, a lot of beautiful things, a lot of growth. Yeah. So this connection is, and Gemini is also twin flame energy. So we definitely have this in the cards. And in order for this to come to fruition, there needs to be a definite change here, and is saying goodbye to a situation that you are now in, okay? Because you're not seeing them where you are. This is for sure. You're not seeing them where you are. So let's get some more information with tarot. So this is the first time I'm using tarot cards in this spread. What is most important to know for my pile 1? The direction to their future spouse. Like, what is important, and especially now, for them to know? What is now especially important for them to know? Okay. The card comes out is the Queen of Wands, the public defender. So we have like a leopard here, right? It's called leopard, I think. That looks like Asia. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like that your future spouse is somewhere in Asia. The public defender. It could be that they're a celebrity because of the public defender, that they are in the public eye with the Queen of Wands. It could be that you see them in public. Yeah, the public defender. What I'm also feeling here with the public defender, there's some situation that you're not putting to rest, and that's why this disconnection is not fully transforming into your life. There's some situation that you're holding on to with the public defender, that with the cemetery, there is either someone, like either you are still with someone at the moment, and you might watch for this person, I don't know, but then this person you're with is not your future spouse. This is someone else here. That's someone that lives in a different country. Could be someone that is in public. But it could also mean that there's still a situation here that you're still defending, that you're not over, okay? You haven't finished one chapter of your life, because here with the public defender, there's still a lesson that hasn't been learned, okay? There's still stuff that you need to learn, and that's why also the leopard is like sitting there, like in a very, like in a, you know, like very stable position. They're like not moving. So for some kind of reason, you have to be, at the moment right now, you have to be, because you're defending something, you have to be there for someone in the area where you are at. It's basically, the situation is not over yet with the cemetery, because someone needs you, okay? It's basically, with the green man, I also see that you're not having the green light to move on. You're not having yet the green light to move to this country, or to be open to meet this person, because there's a situation where you are needed in the country that you're in right now, or it's a lesson that you still have to learn, or it's something like a karma. This could be good or bad, and I think it's a good karma that's still open and waiting for you with the Queen of Wands. I think it's a something that hasn't been developed yet. It could be something that you started, some like let's say like some training for a new job, and you know, when you move now, if you would move now to the country where you think your future spouse is in, you couldn't finish that training, so it's not possible for you to move, right? So it's like you have to finish this training first before you can end this chapter. That's what I definitely am seeing here. Let me see. Directions to your future spouse. What is important for my pile 1? What else is important to know? Science. Okay. 6 of Swords. That's about moving. The snake healing. Yeah. There's some heartbreak also that hasn't healed. Okay. So there is, or you could cause a heartbreak when you move on right now. Yeah. There's some healing. And with the science, you know, science is about learning something new. Science is about turning this whole situation into a new thing with a synergy also, you know, taking something and turning it into something real and turning it into something amazing. This hasn't happened. There is some kind of lesson with the science as well, some kind of lesson that you signed up before you incarnated that has to do with your place, where you are at the moment. Your future spouse is not there, okay? But you signed up for that lesson here. You signed up for the lesson to learn in this life. This is part of your healing journey. Maybe you become a healer. Maybe you are a healer of some kind, also with a public defender. You are someone that heals people officially. It could be the same like as your twin flame, like your future spouse. But at the place where you are, this is where you still have to learn this lesson. Yeah, whatever this is, this feels like a growth. This feels like in order to become a full healer and to move into that next chapter of your life, you have to still learn this. And this learning is limited to the place where you are at the moment, okay? And in order to find this relationship, in order to be with this person, you already have to have learned this. You already have to, with the cemetery, to have transformed this lesson, and then you can move on, okay? So, wow, what a reading, but I love it. I love it so much. I want to get a fairy. I want to get a fairy for you guys because these are transformational fairies. I want to see what fairy is with you. Because like I saw that like on Twitter, like a video of someone saying they saw a fairy, but it was actually a bee. And I thought that was so funny. So I thought, why not get you a fairy card today? Because I saw that today. Maybe that makes sense. Okay. Oh my gosh, we have the Autumn Angel. Wow, imagine feeling at peace in a garden full of flowering plants. Yeah, you haven't reached that peace yet. In order to move there, in order for this growth of your future spouse, I mean, they could be born in autumn, or autumn means something special. Could also be that you meet them now in autumn, or something is changing now in autumn for you. But what I see here definitely is that, you know, this with the rain, with the flowering, in order for this connection to flower, you have to be at peace. And this has not been achieved yet. And this peaceful journey, it's kind of like a healing journey that has not been fully done. You're still in this healing journey. So Spirit is like keeping you where you are at the moment because you have to heal yourself first before moving on into a new chapter, okay? There's something that needs healing. There's something where you need to heal maybe a relationship with someone, or where you need to heal your career. There's something here where you need to transform something with the cemetery. And that hasn't happened yet. And that's why you are where you are. And that's why in order for you to come together with your future spouse, you have to finish this first. So just for some of you, you know, or maybe even a lot of you are asking me, like, why am I still in this place? Like, why haven't I moved yet? I ask myself this because, you know, I know where my person is. So why are we still bound to this place? You know, a lot of us are asking. Well, here it's the answer. It's you're bound to this place because some chapter hasn't transformed into peace yet. Okay? So this is all what I have for you, my Padawan. I hope you like this reading. I hope this was something that helps you. And I see you again in the next reading. If you're new here, please sign up to the channel, okay? Take care. Bye, guys. Hello, my Padu. You chose this beautiful pile. I always love that. Those are like glittering stones. And we have this beautiful glitter, water, and the rainbow colored stones here. What a beautiful potion. Let's put it here. You also have the timing card. Go, the timing is right. So this is like something here is where it should be. So this is very nice to see. So let's see the direction to your future spouse. What is important? So first of all, we're going to get the energy oracle to see what the energies are. Let me see. Where is your future spouse? What is the direction? Direction to your future spouse. That's why I call this reading. And I know you guys are loving these future spouse reading. Oh, I just noticed there are some cards in there. What is going on here? I should put this here. Okay, so let's see. What is this reading all about? Pile 2, please. Go. The timing is right. Just throw me out a card. I like that better than choosing the card myself. What is going on, pile 2 here? The stone potion. Black stone potion. Oh, okay, there it goes. Speed. Oh, wow. 42. That wasn't it last week was the 42nd week in the whole year. So this might be important for you. You know, something speeded up last week. Maybe it was a movement was coming last week. We also see here someone flying. And we have movement forward. So I feel something speeded up here in the journey with your future spouse last week. There's something here where Spirit is saying, yes, something really was moving on. Maybe it was like a revelation last week, or maybe you had some wonderful ending of a cycle that speeded you more into the direction of your future spouse. Well, what could this be? This could be that you started school or college, so that you start a new career, you know, in order to become more mature. Or it could be that you just finished something in your job where you got a lot of money and you can plan on building something. Yeah, it's something where you completed something, because the World card in tarot, we see the World here, you know. It could be something about travel as well, but I'm definitely seeing that you're speeding over the World. That means that you completed something last week where the benefit that you got from it speeds you into becoming, you know, or coming closer to this future spouse. Okay, so let's see what else, Spirit. Wow, rain is coming out like crazy. What is going on? Like, everyone has rain. I mean, in Germany, it's raining all the time since 2 weeks. Purification. And we had rain coming out in the last pile. And that was even funny because it had the purple color. It's so amazing. Yeah, and the rain is always, you know, when the earth, like, rain is falling down on the earth in order that the plants grow. You know, this is watering the plants, this is watering yourself. So I definitely feel this could be a rain of money. Yeah, it could be that something came down, or a rain of success. Let's call it a rain of success. Something poured. Yeah, this is this pouring. And we also see these stones here. They are piling up and they're very beautiful. Look at this. They're like silver and black and they're piling up. So it could be something where, you know, you pile up your money, or you pile up your education, or you pile up, you know, something with timing that brings you nearer to this person, whatever this means in whatever context. You know, it could be that you, let's say you applied for a job in the country. I do think also in this pile, your future spouse is not from the country where you are. Or if they are living in the same country, it could mean that there's an age gap, that you're kind of like speeding up to where they are at the moment, like mature wise, you know. That Spirit is saying, well, you're maturing at the moment. There's a lot of rain coming on experiences, so that you grow up faster to be with them. It could be those things, you know. Yeah, let's get a card of this deck here. Give me the direction to this future spouse. There's definitely something happened last week, because I definitely see with the timing as well that this is speaking about last week, where there was like a speed up or a sped up in this journey. Yeah, we have music coming out. So it could even be that, you know, this means that you have a very strong connection with music, like that you and your future spouse are united in music, because you know, it could also mean that he is into music, your future spouse, that this is the shared common interest, that you guys meet through that. So it could mean you meet at you know, maybe at a concert, or you could, your person could be a musician, like, As you guys know, on my channel, it could be a famous musician, your future spouse. It could be a famous twin flame that we all have you guys on this channel, I know. So this could be a pile where this makes all of this make sense. And with the speeding up, yeah, it could mean that, you know what I'm also hearing? This is like, imagine if you're outside in the rain and there is like this hall where people are celebrating a wedding and, you know, they're playing music. Like, there's always music at a wedding. I've never seen a wedding without music. And you guys know that I was a wedding planner. So, you know, I've seen a lot of weddings, not attending only. I did a lot of weddings. So there was never one wedding without music. So music is basically part of a wedding, which speaks of you have reached, like last week, you have reached almost many parts that are part of coming closer, where you can go, like you're moving forward in a very fast way. And I see that almost like you're walking outside the city hall and you know that, you know, the city hall is like further away and there's music coming out. And like you're walking there and kind of like you're speeding up because you know where the direction are. It's kind of like the more you accomplish in your life, the more you complete. Maybe there was a completion of some kind last week. The more lessons you complete, the more purification, the more you see things through, the more you speed up, and the more this wedding music and this wedding hall, which symbolizes basically your future spouse, like, yeah, like, you know, the house where they are, their soul, you're coming closer to them. It's like the more you speed up, the more you accomplish, the more you learn lessons, the more you purify, this journey is going to speed up, okay? You're going to get closer together, which speaks of a very strong soul connection, by the way, as well, right? I mean, each one of you has to complete their own lessons and then you find each other. So let's get one of these beautiful love cards, and it says, you are moving onto a steady and reliable path. Yeah, you see this? And this is very similar. Please also watch pile 1. Because I feel pile 1 is related to this, or could, I mean, these pile 1 and 2 here are very similar, strangely, because it could be that many here on my channel are crushing on someone famous, so that they are related, these piles. But it definitely tells me here that, you know, this is about moving on. The timing is right. Go, the timing is right. There was something that you completed last week and now you're moving on. And the more you're moving on, the more you complete this, it's like the more you move into this, this journey, you're coming closer to actually being with your future spouse, which is very beautiful, right? Wow. So let's see what's going on here from my pile 2. The thinking woman. Yeah, you could have just finished an education. Number 47, you could just purify it. You could just, I don't know, you know, you could just learn lesson. You could just completed a cycle last week where you understood maybe something better. Yeah, you could have gotten a degree, or, you know, you could have got into college somewhere. You could have understood something. It could just be simple that you were like thinking through things and you decided on something. It could just be as simple as, you know, that you decided on something last week and you matured within this context, and Spirit is saying, yeah, you just completed a cycle last week and now you're moving on to the next cycle in this journey, which is very beautiful, right? Wow. So basically they're saying, yeah, the more you finish these cycles, the more you purify yourself, the more you focus as well. I feel this is also a pile where you focus on this. You focus on coming together with this person. And it's almost like the more you focus on that, the more you speed up in this journey. Yeah, let's see what place is important for my pile 2. What place is important here? We have the hospital. It says emergency services, proper healing. Yeah, you definitely finished some healing. Look at this. The hospital is empty. With the purification in the hospital and the thinking woman, you definitely finished a chapter last week. There was definitely, and with the 42, I mean, it could be that, I don't think many of you are 42 years old. You guys are probably more in the 32 years old or even younger generations. So, but with the hospital, it's almost like this is empty. Maybe you healed yourself with the purification, with the rain coming down. It's kind of like your you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing like this this crazy connection here with someone that is definitely living somewhere else. We have the world card here. This is also about traveling. So I definitely see that, you know, like in pile one, their future spouse was definitely living in a different country. Here I see it could be. But what I definitely see is that you finished some mind thing. This whole purification process here, it doesn't always have to be something that is finished by 3D. This could be a process that you finished in the mind. Because I say a lot of times, you know, especially in twin flame journeys, we have to purify ourselves. We have to complete cycles, but it's more mind cycles. It's more things that you know, take a long time with patience to heal, take a long time to close, like chapters being closed in the mind. Yeah, and that's what I'm feeling here with the thinking woman and the music. It's like kind of a healing journey that you've been through as a divine feminine. I definitely see this. It's almost as if you left the hospital. You know, it's like before you thought you're crazy and you don't know how to make this connection happen. Maybe you didn't fully believe in it, but something shifted last week. I do feel here that maybe it's one of these crazy connections where we do have a celebrity counterpart where, you know, a lot of times the mind doesn't make sense of this. And in order to believe it, you have to finish the cycle. And maybe for a long time you were in this hospital in like, you know, this is not in a real hospital. This is like in your mind. You thought you were crazy. You know, you thought we were never going to be healed from that. You thought like, this is never going to change. This is not, there is no solution to it. You know, something where you couldn't make sense of it and you were kind of like repeating the cycle all over again. And this is especially making sense for divine feminines who are in spiritual connections, especially with celebrity counterparts. We do have this on this channel. I just want to say that. So whoever chose this pile, guys, you could be one of those people. And so I feel that last week you finished some cycle where you left the hospital basically in saying that you really believe it now. You saw that it's real. You saw that all of it makes sense. You purified yourself basically. And you're saying, well, I'm not sick. I'm not crazy. This is all true. This is making sense. So what I'm going to do is like, I'm taking my chances now. I'm focusing and I'm trying to, you know, to go. And, you know, the cycles also talks about like the feminine cycle, right? The feminine cycle that we have. And so it's like, you know, sometimes these cycles are nice and sometimes they're not nice. Sometimes we have pain. And this is, you can compare it to a twin flame journey, right? Sometimes twin flame journeys are so easy and we just speed up and everything is fine. And sometimes they're like just, you know, like cramps all over and you feel like you have to go to the hospital because you're never going to get well. And you're like, I'm never going to meet my twin flame. They're famous. Like, how should I do it? And, you know, like, let me go into a hospital because I might be crazy in my mind, you know, something like this. This is a mind healing here. It's something where you saw it's real. It's something where you saw it's possible. And now you're focusing on completing the cycle for yourself. And I think the universe gave you green light. They're like, let's go, you know, let's go. It's true. Let's go. Wow, this is nice. Let me see more. Let me get more information here. Yeah, we have the what is this? 3 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, yes, the union of body, mind, and soul. And this is like this construction building, you know, you're building something up with your person. It says works. Yeah. Wow. For some of you, you could have completed a cycle at work that, as I said, you know, like a raise, more money coming in. Maybe you completed a cycle where, as I said, you got a degree, you moved on, you know, you got a new job. But what I'm also seeing is this constructing here. This is more like a mind construction where in 3D, because this is a 3D card, it's almost like you see more and more how this building of your connection is being built up in 3D. You see more and more how this structure that you have in your mind, you know, this where people say you're crazy that you think that, or part 2, I definitely think you already know who your future spouse is. And it's definitely someone not in your country. It's definitely someone that is seen. Someone could be into music, or someone that you meet through that. And someone that is known. I definitely think that. And for many of you, this could be like just a crazy thought. But, you know, the more time, and I think last week was one of the first moments that you saw this actually coming to be a possibility. And it's like, you know, you're seeing it being constructed in 3D, which makes sense. Let us see more. What is this? 3 of Pentacles here, Spirit. So one card turned around. Yeah, the costume designer. I love that. Princess of Cups. This is the adoration from afar. This is the new start. We see here the, you know, the drinking. This is almost like maybe before you thought you were drunk on this love. Maybe, you know, you couldn't even talk to people about this because it's too crazy. And I know how that feels, right? Sometimes, a lot of times we cannot talk to people about such a crazy connection that we're having. And with the costume designer, I feel here you concentrated more on your work. You you focused more on this connection, on this new start. There's something here where you got an idea, or where you especially like you finished some kind of training that you had. It could be also, as I said, some kind of training within your mind, with the universe, where you could, for the first time, you could actually see what kind of direction you have to take. And for this pile, I feel that you have to, you know, you have to build up this connection from the bottom with the works, yeah? It's in the works, this whole connection, it's in the works, but it takes such a long time because both of you and your future spouse, are starting from the scratch. You're starting from the bottom, you know, with the costume designer. You both decided, well, you know, if this is spiritual connection, your person doesn't even need to know who you are. You just could say, you know, we're starting this journey from the scratch. We're starting this journey from the bottom. And, you know, we're, with the rain, we're like, you know, how can you say that? We're like nourishing this connection. We're focused on this, and we don't care about the timing. You know, we're going to be together one day, but we have to start from scratch. And this is what I see here. And something last week was like kind of a breakthrough where the both of you are kind of seeing it, that it can become real, that it actually can turn into something real. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. So these are the directions to your future spouse, my pal. Too, you have to really work despite the timing maybe being off. It could be that, you know, there are some kind of gaps here where, you know, you have to nourish this connection in the mind. You have to believe in it. You have to trust the journey. And if you keep doing that, you're gonna be on a fine path. So these are the directions here, okay? So I really hope you like this reading. At the end, I want to get a fairy for you as well. So let's get a fairy for my part 2. What fairy is supporting you on this path? So we have an angel again. Pile 1 was also an angel. We have the angel of the secret glade. Visualize the color blue around you and you know that you live in truth. Wow. So there's something here about blue. Yeah, I mean, we see that here in the dresses. So you might dress up a lot in blue, or you might manifest a lot faster with blue. Okay. So maybe also listen to music. We know that there are a lot of songs with the color blue in it. So this might be helping you to heal that connection and to find each other. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups here. Big spiritual connection. Yeah, we do have the Ace of Cups. When I see that, I almost immediately think of twin flames, you know. Let me see if there's something... Angel of the secret glade is there, if there's some more information that the booklet says. Oh wow, it says you hold back too often to see what others feel about your ideas and thoughts. But you are a magnificent being and you can call on angelic forces to bring you much more into your life than you do know. It is imperative that you look outward and not inward, for you have been unable to see that spark lies within you. Don't worry about what others think. See, this is also very important. If this is someone famous, do not care what other people think. You know, you have this spiritual connection. There is this, you know, and also the color, the watercolor plays an important role, because water is also a lot of times seen as blue, even if it's see-through, right? So it says, don't worry about what others think, but be brave in your thoughts and allow actions to follow. The thinking woman. Yeah, we have it here. Visualize the color blue around you and bathe in the knowledge that you live in truth. Again, you live in truth. And I said this. This is the message here. This is the breakthrough that you experienced last week, right, guys? That you saw that all of this is truth. And you just have to focus on build it up from scratch here with your future spouse in order to find them. Okay? So this is all what I have for you, my pile 2. Take care and I see you again. And please sign up to the channel if you're new here, okay? Take care, bye. So, hi pile 3. You chose this beautiful witchy pile. Fitting for Halloween, it's coming soon. And I also have beautiful Halloween readings ready to do the reading. And you also chose this card which says no. So I'm going to see what is this all about. So first of all, we're going to get some, this is the energy oracle. So we're going to get some information. Wait a minute. Got to move a little bit to the side. So camera is taking all of the room here on my table. So let's see. Okay, this card, nope, doesn't tell. I want to let it fall out. Okay, Spirit, please let it fall out for us for pile 3. How can you find their future spouse? Like, what is here? What is going on? What is going on? Okay, so we have Storm coming out. We have this beautiful card. It says cleansing. And we see how she is holding this little world in her hand. There's some kind of belief system, guys, and that's why Noah's here. There's some kind of belief that you're still believing, some kind of conditioning I'm feeling, because you're holding it in your hand. This means it was given to you by your upbringing, by where you were born, you know, things in life, conditioning, you know, conditioning, or because of past hurts, failed relationships, you know. There's some kind of conditioning here that has to be cleansed. I mean, the potion is very Halloween-like. So this has this spooky feeling to it, right? So there is some kind of fear involved that actually is not really making sense. Yeah. So there's something here what you're conditioned to believe, or what you're thinking, maybe that you're not worth it, maybe that your future spouse, that you will never marry, you know, things like that, like some kind of conditioning. I mean, if you're thinking you will never marry, you probably wouldn't watch my channel, right? So you're watching it because you definitely see that there is some kind of connection that you're looking for, right? Or that you're feeling with a person. But you're doubting something here. And Spirit is saying with the No card, it might be this spooky feeling like to Halloween, you know, where we actually know it's fun, and you know, people go around and these little children go around. Oh my gosh, yes, the most beautiful card just fell out, and I show it to you in a second. You know, when children go around for Halloween and they trick-or-treat and they get a trick or a treat. So this is what I see here. There's for you, my path 3, in this future spouse reading, there's some kind of trick-or-treat involved. You know, you think you're getting punished by the universe because maybe it hasn't manifested yet, or maybe you think you're not good enough for this person, but it actually is. The universe is saying no. Whatever this conditioning is, you have to leave it. It's still in your hand. And this is something that's been given to you by experience, by life, by your upbringing. You know, it's some kind of conditioning that you shouldn't believe anymore. You know, Spirit is saying you can leave that now. You can, you know, like also you see the hand, like you can lift that up. You can let it go. You can let that fly out of your life, because this love is reciprocated. Because I feel here, maybe there was this fear that you're alone, because we see her here. I want to show you. We see her here standing alone on that, in the storm. Whew! And the cloud just fell down. Yeah. It has this feeling, I'm alone on cloud 9. Yeah. Let's put this up here again, because I love it. Oh my gosh, I love my decoration. That's why I'm not burning the candle, because you never know when this decoration here that I made, you know, is falling down. So, yeah, look at how, again, we have the hands. We have hands here. It's something where you feel it's not reciprocated, where you feel like you're giving into nothing. Like nothing is, like something is not reciprocated here. And Spirit is saying no. And that's why there's no card here. It's not that. You think maybe it's that. Maybe your future spouse could be either a past lover that you have left contact with, or that you have left, or they have left you and they're coming back. Or this could be someone that you know, like a friend, where it hasn't turned into love yet, but you're loving them. Could be a crush that you're crushing on from afar, but you're thinking this is too crazy, you know, they will never gonna accept me. I'm doomed, you know, things like that come through. But it's love, guys. Love is always reciprocated. Even sometimes we think unconditional love is not reciprocated, but it's reciprocated from the universe. Otherwise, you wouldn't crush. Yes, and my card just came out, the Spirituality card by Shuffling. And this just fell out with, you know, what I just said. This is definitely a spiritual connection, guys. And that's why you feel like this. Maybe you also have this conditioning that a love like this doesn't exist. Spiritual connections like this doesn't exist. Maybe it's just spirituality. Maybe this will never be my future spouse, you know. Number 7 also speaks of luck. There could also be something that you're crushing on someone. Something happened here in July 2023, because I'm having number 23 here. Could be that, you know, July 2023 is important for some of you. Could be the year 77 is important, or, you know, like the 77 in general is a very spiritual number. So let's get a Lover's card. Let's see what comes up. What are the directions, pile 3's future spouse? What are the directions here in 4 pile 3? What are the directions? Yep. This coming out. You will meet your soulmate when the timing is right. Oh my gosh, there's this, look at this, there is this mind and heart thing where you think you might be too crazy or this is never gonna happen, you know. This is this conditioning that you have. Maybe people told you you're never gonna meet them because this is just a spiritual bond. This is something where spirituality is involved. For some of you, this might even be a little bit spooky because, you know, of all the signs you're getting. Maybe you're getting these crazy signs and you're like seeing 1111 all the time, or you're getting angel numbers, you're getting angel signs. There could be also a synchronicity with your person, yeah? I mean, if this is a famous person, you can watch them, you can actually see when they return. So it could be that you're putting something out to the universe and then they're returning the same thing and you're like, this is crazy. Am I going crazy? Like, no, you're not. This is a spiritual bond that you're having with your future spouse, my Pi 3. This is a very strong spiritual bond. That's amazing. And it says, you know, you meet them when the timing is right. Maybe you were thinking, because it's so spooky, maybe you were thinking, I'm never going to meet them. And I'm alone in the storm. They're not there. No, they are. You just don't see them. Yeah, in spirituality, your person's higher self is, you know, always giving you signs. Yeah, we have anxiety coming out, see? Number 18. There is a lot of overthinking here. Again, we have the storm. This is crazy. This is this conditioning. I feel that, you know, you were conditioned by experience or by people in your surrounding that connections like these don't come true. Maybe people told you, well, why you're thinking you know, how do you want to meet this person? Maybe this is a famous person. Maybe this is someone that you haven't met yet. Maybe you know you have a spiritual connection to someone and you feel it in your heart, but you don't know the person. It's like, I have connection, but I don't know person. Yeah, I mean, just saying this. And this could be spooky. It could be like, wow, I'm getting all these signs and I'm thinking and I'm standing there and I put my wish out to the universe, but until now, nothing has come back. And so you're like, well, I'm never gonna marry. I'm never gonna find my future spouse. We're never gonna get into this connection. Don't do this, guys. You know, the universe is saying no. Why are you saying this? You know, you wouldn't have a spiritual connection if it would have been like this. There would have not even be a spiritual connection, you know, if there's no reciprocated love, if there's no connection that you have with someone. It wouldn't be spirituality, right? I mean, that's what people always forget. Like, if you awaken to this through this person, or if you know that you have someone waiting on you, why are you thinking this is never going to happen? If it's already happened that you became spiritual because of them, or you awakened to spirit and to a completely different lifestyle, why do you think this person, you know, and you are never going to manifest? Like, don't overthink this whole thing here. Don't have so much anxiety, Pi 3. But I do feel that there's anxiety involved. So let's see what the place, what place is most important here. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. We have the wishing well. Echoes of wishes, cast your intentions. If you haven't put out that wish to be with that person, with your person that you're connected, you feel a connection. If you haven't cast out that wish into the universe, please do that, okay? Because the well also speaks of very deep feelings. This is someone that when you meet, you will share intimate feelings right away. You will share all these deep wishes. And, you know, the wishing well also tells me that forget about this anxiety, you know. There is, you see how both of your hands are there? It's reciprocated, like their higher self already reached out to you. They know that you're already guided, Pi 3. You're already guided towards each other. And you also see this here, that you're connected. You see? This is already blossoming. You're definitely with your person. This is some conditioning that people gave you, experience gave you, maybe bad experiences in love gave you, that you're not going to make it with this person. Forget about this, okay? Spirit is saying, no, there is possibility this happens. And if you haven't watched my reading from, you know, in the last reading, I did a wish from your soulmate. Please look up that reading. It's yesterday or the day before. Depends on when I send out this reading, but it's definitely this week. Look that up. And there I have like a little wish card that I pop open for you guys. So look that up because it says wish reading. So go there and look that up. So what is important here for my pile 3 to know? What is important for my pile 3 to know? Oh my gosh, we have the Hierophant. Yeah, believe, guys, okay? Believe, you know, this is the threesome, I want to say, but it's a threesome with the universe, you know, spirit, mind, and soul. Hierophant, this is talking about the belief, you know, and sometimes if we are, you know, so much into spirituality, sometimes we forget, you know, because we know everything from the universe. You could also be a card reader. You could be someone that is also reading tarot. Sometimes when we're too into these fields, you know, a lot of times when we are pros or like experts in a certain field, we sometimes forget to believe ourselves into these things. Yeah, even we know that all of this is like wishes can come through, right? Even though we know, and even though we know it's a spiritual connection and you guys are always connected and it is reciprocated because of that, a lot of times readers, because we get so much information, and especially experts in different fields, we can tend to be more scientific, to be more in the moment and saying, well, they're probably never gonna work out, yeah? But here it's the emphasis on the Hierophant. Believe. Try to forget about this anxiety. Yeah, see? The Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes you don't think you're lucky anymore. We also see the Halloween here. Look at this! You see how this is like a Halloween? And we have the, oh my gosh, we have the thunder again, the storm, guys. And the Wheel of Fortune, you know, the wheel will turn. This is also telling me that at the moment, you know, this is also the place. What is it called? The Ferris wheel and, what is this place called? Like a amusement park or something. You know, you go there to have dates. So maybe you and your future spouse will meet at a future, in the future at an amusement park, or you go there together. Yeah. I don't think you will marry at amusement park. I mean, it could be for one of you, this could be a message that you're gonna marry in an amusement park. But what I rather see is at the moment, you know, looks like a shutdown amusement park, like something where it's never gonna happen. Like something is being shut down and they're wearing masks. You see this? So it's kind of like also this scary feeling, this scary Halloween feeling again here. And also with this card. So it could be because nothing is happening in your outside world. Like you go out and you don't see this person being with you. You don't see this person actively being involved in communicating with you. So you think you're not lucky. You're thinking this is never gonna happen. Yeah, this is here, pile 3. You gotta believe in yourself and in this spiritual connection. These are the direction to this future spouse. The answer here is believe, okay? Don't be spooked out. Believe in it. Yeah, so let's see. I also want to get a fairy angel for you, my pile 3. Let's get a fairy angel. And you have the guard fairies. This is so cute. It says the spirits are all around you, so allow yourself to grow in full, knowing you are loved. Yeah, maybe this is a conditioning where you tell yourself you're not loved enough. So this person will not come because you cannot receive this love. Maybe that's the conditioning you're telling yourself. I'm gonna read this for you, the garden fairies. Let's see. Yeah, I do think this is a conditioning that you have learned, maybe through failed relationships in the past, that you're not believing in such great connections anymore. Even though you might be spiritual and you might be someone that knows everything about this, right? So it says, enchantment lies at the heart of many gardens, but some cannot see the beauty that is there. See? Believe in your power to do good and to counteract all the ills of the past. Know that you are a treasured being. Just as the friendly fairies are there to bring you power, they are also there to help you let go of past mistakes so you can move on in full. Allow yourself to grow by cherishing what the past has taught you. Affirmation: I cherish what is past, and I know that my future can be wonderful. Okay, so with that, I want to close off this reading. I hope you like it on my channel. Please sign up to the channel if you haven't yet, okay? I see you guys. Take care. Bye. So, hello, pile 4. So let's see, guys. What is the direction to your future spouse? Let's look into it. First, we're gonna work with the energy oracle, and this backside fits beautifully to our potion. I want to show you the potion as well. Again, so we have this beautiful potion. When I made this potion, like the white here that combined, like it combined itself with the little glittery stars. I don't know if you see it, and now it comes across like snow, but it was actually white color and little silver stars in there. So it's kind of funny how it turned out to be snow. But oh well, you know. And then we have the universe card of letting go. Let's see what comes out. What is going on? What are the directions to your future spouse, my pile 4? In universe, I also want that the cards fell out. Oh my gosh, no way. This card, guys. What is going on? Like, this is crazy. So either you meet your future spouse in winter, okay, that this is very, very significant, or snow plays an important role here, or there's something about silence and covering everything up. With the letting go, I said this in other piles as well, because winter a lot of times symbolizes a time where there's silence between the two of you. So it could be that for some kind of reason, this is someone from the past, okay, that you 100% sure you already know your future spouse. This is someone where silence in between right now. So this could be an ex. This could be someone that you have met but never considered. So this could have been a date in the past. This could be someone that is a friend, but you guys are on different roads at the moment. It could be that this is a crush that is not communicating with you. It could be that this is a secret admirer that you don't even know you have. So it could be different scenarios here that make sense, but definitely you're not in contact with this person at the moment, okay? So this is what we know for sure. We know winter plays an important role. Christmas are very important. Like, for me, Christmas is one of the most important dates in the whole year. I really love it, even if I'm alone most Christmas with my dog, but I love Christmas. Yeah, so and we have, oh my gosh, we have perspective coming out and Milky Way. Okay, interesting. Yeah, see how this is here reflecting the color of this card a little bit? Not like 100%, but it is. See, a lot of times when we think that something is in silence or something is gone, especially with this potion, I had not the intention to make snow here. I did not. When I made this potion and you chose that potion, so you're definitely related to snow. Because when I made this potion, this is like a wedding potion. I had the intention of having a white potion. The color white here was completely, it was not see-through. It was completely white color and there were silver stars in there. And I did not have the intention with this potion to make snow because I have other winter potions. Yeah, but it turned out to be snow. So it's something where you didn't have the intention of silence, of maybe having no contact, or of letting go. This could also speak of a non-completing cycle at the moment, because with the Milky Way, I also see with the perspective, it's like a black hole. It's like zooming in, and it has the connotation of something being unfinished, okay? So there is here something where you could have a spiritual connection with someone and it's not finished yet, yeah? It's still open. Like this connection, it's still in the open. What are the directions here to this future spouse? What I'm also seeing is that for this connection, pile 4, you have to be very open with the Milky Way. I mean, we are part of the Milky Way, right? The Earth is part of the Milky Way. But it's like one dot. Yeah, when we look at the map, it's one dot, or in the internet, on the internet, it's one dot in like million of stars. So this connection is 1 in a million. It's definitely pile 4. This is a very special connection, but because it's so special, there's silence at the moment, because you need to let it go of your hand. You need not to grab it. It almost comes through as this connection is only flourishing underneath the snow, behind the scenes, what you're not seeing. Okay, so this is a very strong spiritual connection. Yeah, we do have, this card came out, the environment, and we have the green color here, number 44. Again, look at this, there is this green in this card. And also here, you see this? Oh my gosh, I did not see. It's almost like this green of these, you see how this is like reflected here. Yeah, this is the growth. There's growth beyond the snow. There's growth underneath the snow, what you're not seeing, guys. And that's why you need to let go. You need to give this connection space, because it's almost as crazy as the universe, you know, where we see we are the little Earth. We're just one dot in a million of stars, and it's hard to imagine, right? It's hard to imagine that we're just one dot. So this connection here, pile 4, it's hard to imagine. Whatever your future spouse, whatever the story here is, it's so crazy. So this could be someone famous. This could be someone that you never thought you're gonna see again in your life. Maybe an ex that you really ended in like an open connection. Yeah, and you never thought you're gonna hear from them again. Suddenly they stand in front of your door, something like that. Like you don't count on this to grow. Yeah, it's almost as if maybe you let go in the past of this connection. Maybe this is a spiritual connection where you said you can't help it, and you already have let go. This is for some of you, you already have let go, so it's kind of in the air. It's kind of in the open. There is silence. You're not thinking about this person. You moved on from this person, and suddenly this new perspective is coming. Yeah, but definitely if this is a connection of the past, you have let go. You're not thinking about this person. It could even be, and I say this all the time, that you're watching for someone else, and this is actually another connection that you're having. Wow, what is going on? I want to see what this environment is. I definitely feel that you come from different environments. So it could be that either it's a person that's caring deeply about the environment, that this is someone, your future spouse, that is very like an activist. Like this is almost like pile 1. But it could also be that you guys have come from different environments. And that's why there's silence at the moment, because in these different environments, you know, it takes like to find that one dot. It takes a while, you know. It has to grow with spirit. It has to have some amazing moments where spirit is helping this. And yeah, we have strategy coming out. This is a journal log. This is writing down. This is you see here, this is like a secret, like something you write in your journal. You know, this connection definitely you haven't tell, like you or your person haven't told people. You haven't told people. This is something that is secret. This is something that is hidden. It could have been, it could have been something like an encounter that you had with someone, but you never talked about this, and you parted ways because you come from different environments, and you never thought this person is still missing you or thinking about you. Because I never had the intention with this potion to make snow. And snow is so important to me. So this potion turned like into a miracle. But I just wanted to have it white, you know. So it's like some miracle that you're not even counting on. What is going on, Spirit, here? Show me. Woo! 3 cards came out. I want to take the one that went the furthest. So let's see what it's saying. Let's see. Oh, it says the hottest love has the coldest end. Look at this. I just was saying this. And look at this Milky Way. My milkshake is better than yours. I don't know why that's coming through. Maybe you had a hot, steamy night with that person. You never saw them again, guys. I don't know. Maybe this is a one-night stand. You never had the intention that there could be something out of this, and one day this person comes back into your life and you're like, no way, I never thought this person is coming back. And it also says the hottest love has the coldest end, like something very hot and then something ending with snow underneath, the perspective. It's not done. This connection is flourishing here with this. This is my favorite color at the moment, It's flourishing beyond the scenes, but no one knows. It's something secret here. Maybe you don't even know. And you never had the intention that this is turning into something crazy. So you're looking like pile 4. You didn't assume, like this future spouse here of yours, you did not assume the direction, so you know who it is. You might have different options. This is someone where you had not the intention of marrying. Like you didn't even think about this, and suddenly this person made a move into your life, and you're very hot for them, and you're like, this is just a one-night stand, this is just something walking by and I just take it with me, or, you did not have the intention that this is getting serious, but it has. And you come from different environments, and that's why you were like, no, and all your strategies didn't work. You fell. I also feel that for some of you, this is someone you're not even thinking about, that this is growing beyond the scenes, like some soul connection that you're having. And for others of you, this is someone that you didn't intend to see as your future spouse. Maybe when you met them, you thought you guys just have a steamy night with the Milky Way as well, with the night, you that's why I said this, you just have a passionate night and then it's gone. You go into your different environments and that's it. And you let the snow fall, you forget about it, and you let go. And no. Yeah, this is something where you did not intend to marry. Like, you did not even think that when you meet this person, but you fell. So there are different scenarios for different of you. You know which one is your scenario. So let's see, what is the most important place here for this direction of your future spouse, my pile 4? Okay. Oh my gosh, what is this? Social media. Okay, and look how this is crazy. It has the same color. It says digital networking, global interaction. You're somehow connected on the internet, or you interact with that person through the internet. So maybe this is someone from the past that you still have their social media. You still look them up a lot of times. Or, this is just someone you met on the internet and then you kind of met in real life. Or this is someone that you have not even met in real life. You just are connected on the internet, and you never had the intention to think about this in a deeper way, in a more perspective, but you can't get this person out of your mind. This is like for those of you who have a crush on the internet, So Spirit is saying this could be your future spouse. Those are the directions, you're gonna meet online. In the winter, maybe. Oh my gosh, what do we have? So let's see more. We have power. Yeah, this is a strong power. You see how this is like, what is this? The 4 of Pentacles? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is almost like a billboard. Like every time, like you can't get this person out of your mind, almost like a billboard. Like for those of you who know this person online, and every time you go on social media, this connection is so powerful. It kind of like this Milky Way lures you in, like a siren. And you're like only thinking about this person, and you don't understand, and you try to let this go for millions of times, but it didn't work. This is what I'm also feeling. You maybe even, do everything in your environment to take your mind off, and you try to cover it, you try maybe with the snow. It can also be that you try to focus on other things. You know, you go out with friends, you socialize, you do everything, but every time, like, you're going home at night, it's like this person's coming up like a billboard, like right into your face. It's like you're thinking about them, you know, every time you go to bed. This connection is very powerful, and many of you don't understand this. And for some of you, it could be that, you know, if this is someone from the past that you've forgotten about, it could be that one day you're just walking on social media. You're just, you know, doing your footprints online, and, you know, this person pops out again out of nowhere. And you're like, what the, you know, I didn't even think that I would meet them again. Or they just write a message or something, yeah? Very powerful thing though, very powerful connection. So let's see what else is coming through. Yeah, we have striving. See, this is what I'm seeing. There are the different perspectives. You see this here? It's almost like this connection is striving, is making, like, you're trying to be a better person, and you're trying with all the might that you have. I feel here you tried with all the might that you have to forget about this person. This is what's coming through. Like, if this is someone that, you know, every time you go home, you try to forget them, but they're so, like, you're so drawn to them, you don't understand. It's like, for those of you who haven't met this person, it's someone that you meet online, and you will have this strive to see them, and you're almost battling with your inner self, and you're like, this person's not fitting to me. You know, this is like one dot in the Milky Way. There are millions of others. It's almost as if you're saying this even. Like, there are millions of others. Like, this is just one person, one of them. Why am I so drawn? Why am I so... It's like you're battling with yourself because you're not understanding why this person is, like, maybe even in your dreams, like a billboard, like you see them all the time and you're like, no, what is going on? Like spirit wants to really bring you two together. This is what's going on, you know? And this is in the craziest spiritual connections like this. It's like, boom, right into your face, you know? And you're like, no, I don't want it. And this is what I said with this potion. I did not intend. I wanted to have a nice little wedding potion with like white, not see-through. And then suddenly it turned like this and it made snow out of it. And I was like, this was not my intention. And this is what I see here. It's like maybe you even have a one-night stand, or you're saying, okay, maybe I'm just too hot for them. Maybe this, because the striving card here is also of having, you know, a very wet dreams about this person. And you're like, well, maybe I should just get with them and get it over. maybe we just should meet up and then, you know, have a wonderful night, and then I go home again, I forget about them. Maybe it's just my body, you know. It's kind of like you're battling this, and then you realize you cannot forget this person because it's all greenish flags here. Yeah, it's kind of like you did not intend, but it turned out to be like this. And even you try to let go, even you try to walk away, but it's not working. This is one of the cutest love story. So let's get a fairy card for you. Not so many, guys. These were too many. I just want to get one fairy card. One fairy card that helps you to get to your future spouse. And we have the Autumn Ballet. Oh my gosh, maybe pile 1 is also very interesting for you to see. It says, autumn leaves mean change is due. It will be exciting, but only if you allow it to happen. See how, you know, you feel like you're dancing to this Pan's flute and you're like, oh my gosh, why do I have to dance all the time? Why do I want to see this person all the time? Why am I so horny? Is there a horn? It's a unicorn. I was like, why am I so horny? Yeah, you don't understand, you know? This is like this ballet, and we all know how much strength it takes to do these ballet moves. It's kind of like you're doing it out of nowhere. You're just becoming someone you don't even know where it's coming from. This is what I see also with the striving. The moment this person comes into your life and is in your life, you don't have the intention, but you will strive so hard. You will be on a billboard almost. It comes as you will have a very successful journey. It's almost as if spirit was bringing the two of you together to strive, to become better people, to, you know, you will have a glow up, you know. There's a lot of striving here, and in your environment will change a lot. and you're like, what is going on? And you know, you do these moves here like as if you were always a ballerina, and you don't even know why, because you never learned this. So you will, with this person, you also will discover a lot of new things that were inside of you. This is also what this potions intends, is that you don't intend, but you never know these things are inside of you. You never know that there's snow inside, you know, you just want it to be white and then it turned to snow. So you become this someone that is like having these crazy I don't know, things where you never thought that you can do them, and suddenly you're like doing them effortlessly. It says, when anxious thoughts shower down on you like autumn leaves, they can drain your energy and leave you feeling sad and unfulfilled. Realize that it changes too, but only if you allow it to happen. If you are held back by upsets, it will not bode well for the future. I see your frenzied borrow as you undertake tasks, but you may dance away those things that irritate and upset you. Let me help lighten your load by improving your attitude. And it says, I ask now to bring about change to my attitude so I can take my life forward in a more productive way. So be it. It's like letting go. It's like saying, so be it. Because this person here, whenever this person comes into your life, and this is how you find directions to them, they will blow your mind. You never intended it. And underneath the snow, underneath yourself, you will discover so many gifts that you have, you never thought you have. And this person kind of triggers them. And that's why, you know, at first you will run away from that, because you guys are from different environments. There's something where you're saying, I don't want that person. I just want to have a passionate night maybe. But we're coming from different cultures or different things. You know, we're not fitting together, we're not suiting each other, and you try to run away, but at the end you have to understand, you see how much this person is blessing you, so you're kind of saying, oh wow, so be it, you know, you're like giving up. You're like, okay, universe, you won, just bring us together, you know, maybe it's even better than I thought. Something like that, okay? So this is the direction to your future spouse, my pile 4. Very interesting. So I hope you really like this, guys. I hope you sign up to my channel if you're new here. And yeah, I see you again. Take care. Bye.